Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Feature matchup in the Chalk-Off Arena for Billiard Club Network. This is winner's bracket action. Our first gentleman is sponsored on tour by Pouliot Sports, a former #1 ranked player on the Camel Series, the first in a long line of great players to come over from the Republic of the Philippines. Please welcome the leader of the invasion, Jose Parica. Thank you. And his opponent, sponsored on tour by the BCA Pool Leagues, Diamond Billiard Products. In 2007, he was voted Player of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning U.S. Open 9-ball champion. Please welcome from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, young gun, Mr. Shane Van Boening. Van Boening and Parica. Gentlemen, you may lag for the first break. Good luck. Come on, make some noise for the world's greatest player. Thank you.
Shane Van Boening, Jose Parica, the lag. To kick things off here, the race to 11. And our MC Scott Smith will let you know who wins this one.
I think Parica won it.
Mr. Parica wins the lag.
And it's Jose Parica. Amang, his nickname. Again, one of the players, one of the better players to have never won a U.S. Open, but he's done everything except win the U.S. Open. A two-time finalist here back in 2001. Sorry, make that 2003 and 2005. 2001, he finished third. Kirsten Rogers, to let everybody in attendance know, rack #1 of a possible 21. And as you'd expect, Danny, it gets tougher for Van Boening trying to defend his title as he works his way to the business end of this one.
Well, if he wins this one, he deserves whatever he gets in the pool world. Great player. Got many years ahead of him. Of course, he doesn't have a gimme here.
I think Jose and Shane Van Boening are just working out an agreement that they're going to have Scott Smith rack the balls. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, he did it very well last match.
Well,
anyway, there's Jose Parica, little man, big heart.
And Parica to initiate everything. He's got the break. Rack #1. Settle in, folks. This promises to be a great match. And he's been paying attention, Danny. The cut break, that's been so successful here. Not sure whether he can get through to the 1.
Well, he's got rail first anyway, but that would bring some tough position. A lot of balls in the way. Rail first, the 6 could enter the game. You know, he's going to have trouble getting to the 2. Unless he can't hit the 1 first, I don't believe. I think it's a rail first.
It's a big shot early, too. You know, I mean, obviously, Parica, he's going to want to try and establish some ground here against Van Boening.
Well, a lot of you people have been watching the whole 5 days. You hit the rail first, this ball is going to fly. Let's see if the 6 is in the way or not. I wouldn't hit this real hard. I would just try to get a cut at that 2. Well, he didn't make it. I don't know if he left an edge.
Van Boening checking it out from the other side as Parica walks back to his chair. The speed that he played that was always going to be safety.
Yeah, he was playing safe.
Well, he's checking to see if there's an edge. 25 years of age now, Van Boening. Won this event last year at 24 years of age.
Played like a veteran. Well, if he can hit this, he's got a good chance to play safe. He's going to hit it thin. Well, he did it. He did it.
Well, he's playing one of the Masters. If he wants to get into a chess match, He could have picked an easier foe than Parica.
Yeah.
This first one, a little bit of tactics employed. Now important for Parica in contacting this one. He's got to judge this hit, this kick, so that he doesn't leave this one.
Well, that's the end of the kicking. That was 3 consecutive kicks, but that's the end of it. Shane's got a real opening here to win this first game.
Nobody has successfully defended the title since 1990. 89 and 90, Nick Varner came back to Chesapeake and took home the gold again. That's what Van Boening is making a very strong bid to do.
Perfect.
Four passes the 9 into the corner pocket. So Shane just looking around the table just to see where everything is. Looks like he may be drawn behind the 4 to play it to the same pocket as the 2.
Well, he's straight in.
Well, make that the 3. He had to come
Yeah.
up for the 3, Danny. I'm sorry. My apologies. I didn't see
Well-
that 3 on the table, but he's got a straight shot now where he should be able to just draw this straight back and leave the 4.
Right. Uh-oh. That's an uh-oh. We got there, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think he likes it. He doesn't like it. He had to draw back without hitting anything. He can hit this, but that's about it. Well, if it looks like he can hit a full ball, and that's about it. He can shoot it, 2-rail it, and stick right there. No, he said that not bad. The only problem with this was dangerously close to leaving the 9. You know,
A chance here for Parica too, to a thin cut on that 4. He'd like to be able to play the billiard, but I don't think he can get through to the right edge of the 4 as we look. Enough of it to be able to play the billiard onto the 9. It's close. But if he can play the billiard, he'd far rather play the billiard, put some distance between these 2.
right. Yeah, you could be betting the game if you try to cut it. He's looking at the cut. Now he's looking at the billiard. Is he looking to maybe masse it a little bit, curve it? He wants to hit that ball on the left side. He's got a chance for a billiard.
Watch the 9. That's his goal.
Yeah. He said it's a hand span away. I don't know what that means, but he measured it. Yeah, he's shooting the billiard all right. Yeah, he didn't quite make it. He hit it a little full. Well,
He's left a bank now for Shane.
Yeah, he has. Unusual first game, right?
Few misses, but these guys are both giants in the game of pool.
Yeah.
And Parica just letting his friends sat beside him know if he could have just seen a couple more of that, just millimeters of that 4, but a good bank shot from Shane here. And that should lay the foundation for the first rack. One thing about pool though, Danny, it is a game of millimeters, isn't it?
It sure is. Sure is.
Fractions. Good shot from Shane there. pretty early to be suffering. Parica, there's a lot of pool to be played yet in this one. And it is the South Dakota kid that takes the first rack here. He leads Jose Parica 1-0 in the race to 11.
There's our ring card girl floating around the table trying to shark the players.
Scott Smith gets the rack together. Shane will have a quick look. Rack number 2. 1-0 Van Boening's lead. The defending champion here in Virginia. Up against a real tough cookie in Jose Parica. The leader of the invasion, 59 years of age now, Parica. Van Boening needs a good break.
Cue ball? No, he didn't make the cue ball. He made a ball. Made 2 of them. Got a shot on the 1.
Again, his eyes just looking around the table. The 2 is near the side pocket. 3 down at the bottom end of the table. Still a pretty promising opening here for Shane. And you'll hear applause. We've got Earl Strickland and Corey Duell on one of the outside tables. We're going to try and keep our eye on that. Looks like the Pearl took the first rack there. Well, we've just been updated. Make that the first 3 racks for Earl over Corey Duell. Again, race to 11. And Strickland's on the loser's side, as is Corey. So whichever one tastes defeat there will be making their way home.
Well, he has a shot at 2. He might have to go 3 rails to get to the 3. But he has to get around the pink 4 ball. Well, there he goes. 1, 2, 3. Well, he's going to have to do something. Well, he's okay. He's okay. They all took their places here. Another 2 rails.
Well struck.
Yes, very well.
Judged the speed nicely. He's got the perfect angle to just bump this and get back towards the middle of the table for the 5 next. The reigning world 10-ball champion, Darren Appleton from the UK, also in action. He looks like going 2-0 down to Donnie Mills. Mills knocks this 9 in as Van Boening goes about his business.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get to 2 first.
And Shane Van Boening looking to increase his lead to 2-0. And that's going to be in a couple seconds' time. Good start for the tall Van Boening. A break and out there, cleared him up, 2-0 over Jose Parica.
Well, this is a great new look on the diamond table by Greg Sullivan. I mean, that is a beautiful looking table.
Is it ever? I love the finish on it. These diamond billiard tables, I'll tell you, they draw rave reviews from all the players. Strickland quickly, 4-0 over Corey Duell.
Wow. Wow.
And Shane just wants Scott to straighten up that rack. He sees a little gap between one of those colors. And there's a good friend of ours, the front row, Conrad Berkman, making his way. He just got here and he was bestowed with a little honor from our esteemed promoter, Barry Berman, a Meritorious Service Award, Lifetime Achievement.
Yeah, he got the green U.S. Open Champions jacket. He got a plaque, and he had a lot of friends. Ate free.
A free dinner, nothing
Yep.
like it.
Yeah, Barry did it.
Rack 3 from the Chalk-Off Arena, the 33rd U.S. Open Championships. Shane Van Boening, the defending champion, and he's got the 9.
Ball. No, not quite.
Well, may not be there long.
No, we got a bank at it right now.
He was trying to get it in. It's 2-0 to Van Boening.
Yeah.
But look where that 9 is finished, and Parica with a bank on 1 onto the 9, and you really can't see him missing this.
No, you know what he did? He just went over and checked to see if the 1 is froze. If the 1 is froze on the rail, this is a difficult bank, but he's going to be okay here.
No danger whatsoever. Just like that, 2-1. Van Boening still in front, but Parica off the mark and with the break in rack number 4. Parica doesn't check the rack. 2-1, he trails Van Boening. More of a dead-on break and no success. So the gift that he received in the last rack, he's brought Van Boening right out of his chair.
Yeah, the only good thing is Van Boening doesn't have a bank 1-9, but he has a pretty good safe. He's got a pretty good safe, you know, go 2 rails, try to go behind the 2 because you're going to have a wall of balls to get him with. Right? Wouldn't you go that way, Jim?
I think that's, like you say, Danny, these guys tend to play the percentage shots, don't they? And that certainly would be the percentage safety.
Cut the 1 on the right, go 2 rails all the way down. You've got
4 colors to hide behind.
Yeah, let's see what he does.
I think he's doing that.
Do it. He's going to get him. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, I don't know. He might have left him a shot. No, he can hit it anyway. Yeah, he can hit it. The players get a little hot.
He was a little afraid of that corner pocket.
Oh, he's right. He's right. It was there. He tried to come with perfect speed, not to reach the pocket, but he undershot it a little bit. Parica can hit the 1, but I don't think he can make it. I just got to bank it at the 8 and put him on the end rail, and wherever the 1 goes, it goes. That's what he's going to do, I believe. Try to bank it at the 8. That would be my target anyway. You draw the ball, the cue ball should stay along the end rail.
Again, just weighing it up. Takes a lot of time, Parica. Does nothing in hurry. Very measured in his approach and his style. One of the players that so many of these top Filipinos all looked to when they were learning the sport.
Yep. He banked it where I thought he would, and that's why he got good results. Yeah.
Now Shane gonna go back for the short cue.
Yep.
Might be a little too far to jump over the 5.
Yeah, it is.
That was very close too, whether or not he can hit the side cushion between the 5 and the 6. Well, he's jumping, but he's jumping with his playing cue.
Yep. He jumped it pretty good, made the 8-ball.
And positioned on the 1.
Perfect, but
Parica just shook his head. Van Boening put his hand up in apology. The apology doesn't mean a lot, does it?
no, no. It's almost like saying, ha, ha, ha. But anyway, he is, what do you do here? You stop here and take the cut, or you go forward and make it less of a cut?
He's going to try and get that cue ball as far off that cushion as he can. Pinch the pocket a bit here.
Oh, he tried a
he
trick
tried
shot.
too much.
He didn't work. I think he could have drew the ball and hit the point and come out a little bit, about maybe a foot. Well, so far it's a slow-moving match with nobody joining any racks together, but that can change any second. Got to fall on the 2.
Corey Deuel has just taken his first rack, 4-1. He trails Strickland.
Well, he doesn't have any problems that I can see of here. The 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. I'd have to do one of your moves and give him the game. Oh, he got funny. He's going to have to go underneath the 4 now, because he can't kill it.
At this level,
No,
you get chances like this in the open. You've got to put pay to them. You know, park your opponent in his chair.
yeah, he's going to go under this 4 ball. Doesn't want to hit it. Nicely done. It looks like he's got a good 2-rail angle, but you know the 7 is entering. Got to get by that 7. You want to just shoot the ball and draw it, you know, to make sure you don't get safe. He doesn't have to get close to that because he has nothing to do to go from the 5 to the 6. So he'll take the long shot, I'm sure. That was my first shot. I'll tell you the truth. In the end, I would have just shot the ball and taken the shot on this 5 ball because there's nothing to do with the 5 but make it. But of course, this is much better. You know.
Just follow through slightly.
No, even if you just stop right there, you're okay.
You think you can make the 6 in the side?
Yeah. Oh, sure. Sure he can. Yeah, he'll roll this in. He'll get the right angle on the 7. Well, he's going to go 2 rails, maybe 3. I don't know. You don't have to go all the way and play the 9 in the side. I think just go 3 rails and shoot it in the corner. Pretty close position here.
To get back to 2-2. Down goes the 9, so Parica's taken the last 2 in reply to Van Boening taking the first 2. And the first 4 racks have been split, with Parica breaking in rack number 5. The Chalk-Off Arena here at the Conference Center in Chesapeake has been the home to the U.S. Open 9-ball championship for a number of years now. And Jose Parica has seen center stage many times in the past. And he just about made the 9 there.
But he made nothing.
Rack number 5. He might have left a shot here for Van Boening.
Yeah, he did.
And you better mark that up, Jose. 2-2 the score.
Well, can he soft spin this in and hold it for the 2? Delicate shot, because if you hit it too hard, the 7's entering. I think that's what he's got to do. He's got to soft twirl it. Low left-hand English. He don't want to shoot hard or he'll snooker himself. That's what he did. Nicely, too. 3 is right over there.
4 in the middle of the table, but that's where the problems start, Danny. Look at that orange 5.
Well, I think you got to go to the 9-ball combination. 5-9. You got the 5-8. You got the 5-9. I think that's what you'll do here. If he can fall on the 4, just right. He has a few choices of what to do. He got perfect here. You know, you could play the combination or even the billiard. But he got the right angle here to get perfect.
Yeah, he should be able to drop right behind that 5. You can just see the left-hand side, the 5 onto the 9. Some distance between those two. Shane knows that, so he knows that if he wants to attack that 9, he really wants to be in perfect position. Strickland now 5-1 in front of Corey Deuel. And just seeing Earl out there, one of the gentlemen sat near the comm box has just told us that Earl is wearing earmuffs.
You know, I don't believe this. Of the 2 combinations, he decided to go to the 8 combination, and he snookered himself. So, you know, so far it hasn't been a real good match for Shane. I don't understand that logic, though. Do you?
Well, if you're gonna play a combination, the 9
Yeah.
is more set to the 5 than the 8 is. The 8's closer, but I guess he felt the angle must have been easier to get on the left-hand side of the table. But
Well, he was wrong.
yeah,
He was wrong.
proved wrong now.
Now here he comes with the little jump cue. A rare bad shot for our defending champion.
He's already played on this main table too. He won a match in the early going against Ernesto Dominguez. It wasn't convincing, 11-7, but Dominguez acquitted himself pretty well.
Yeah, he had chances. Well, we're going to see a free billiard now. Bank the 5 up to the end rail, perpendicular, and you got a billiard. This is not an easy billiard because that 9 is just off the rail enough where you could get under it and miss it. He's got to shoot it, right? It's pretty free. The 5 banks to the end rail and you billiard the 9. He wants to do it rail first, it looks like. Which is nothing wrong. Just here, the main part of this shot is the right speed on the 5. You know, whatever happens here, bank that 5 to the end rail.
Well, this is the 3rd time he's looked at that angle.
Yeah, he's going rail first. He isn't going right at the 9. He's going to hit the rail first, but let's see what he does with the 5 ball. It's pretty free. It's pretty free.
He missed
Well,
the 9
it's free,
altogether,
but how nice is he? He didn't even hit the 9.
well, that was a total miss hit. I mean, to
Terrible.
miss the 9 altogether,
Terrible shot.
almost inexcusable. And Van Boening would like to punish him.
Well, you had to draw the ball a little bit and hit it a little harder.
Shane's sponsored on tour by the BCA Pool Leagues, as well as the very table that he's playing this match on, Diamond Billiard Products.
I'll bet you he has a diamond table at home in Sioux Falls. Would you think?
I would have to bet that you're probably right, Danny. It might even be the table he won this event on last year. That
You're
would be
right.
the one I'd want.
Yeah. Very possible. Oh, he underdrew it. He underdrew it. He's not real sharp right now.
No, he's not. He hasn't found any wind for his sails just yet, Van Boening, but he is such a capable player. I mean, he can hit another gear and lap Parica.
The big thing about it, he's not playing real well, and it's 2-2. He's not even getting punished for it. He's going to have to go back and forth, 2 rails, all the way up, come straight back. There it is. He hit it pretty good.
Gets the 9, keeps himself in front. Van Boening 3-2 over Parica.
Van Boening wins game number 5. He leads the match 3 games to 2.
And confirmation from Scott Smith, 3-2 over Parica. Quick update, Darren Appleton and Donnie Mills now 2-2, and another match on the outside table. Reigning world champion Daryl Peach and Raj Hundal, a buddy of his from the UK. I think he's playing out of India now, Raj, though. 3-1, Daryl Peach up. A lot of good matches. Mika Immonen, I see, is playing Sean Putnam. I can't quite make out the score there, Danny, who's in front. But
Yeah, I can't see it. It's in, I don't think either one has 5 yet.
and those last ones, Peach versus Hundal and Immonen versus Putnam. I see Johnny Archer over there. That's all winners' side matchups. Van Boening happy with that rack from Scott Smith. Number 6 to come. Already 5 in the books. Van Boening 3-2 in front. The cut break gets the wing ball. The 1, the 2's going to sit pretty in the bottom, or is it? Well,
No, I don't think so.
that just rolled far enough to duck in behind that 9.
Is he shooting at it? No, he played it safe. He didn't quite get Parica. Parica could hit the ball.
No, he didn't quite hit it thin enough. He wanted it a little thinner.
Yep.
And that would have got that cue ball behind cover and laid that 2 in the middle of that bottom cushion. And
Look at
Boening,
Shane. He's
a real look of concern. 3-2 is in front at this moment in time, Danny. But I'll tell you, Parica, he can hit a gear too, can't he?
Yeah.
They call him the leader of the invasion. He was the first one to come over
First of the Filipinos.
of the Philippine contingent.
And Scott named him that. He's been announcing him that way for over 20 years. The leader of the invasion, Jose Parica. And it's been an invasion, all right. Instead of guns, they got Accu-Stats. Every one of them. Okay, what are we going to do here? I don't know how much he can hit of the 2. Looks like he can only hit the right side, and that would be knocking the 2 in front of the 9. So I don't know if you want to go that way. It's a decision to make. These are all little decisions. It isn't like you can get right up and shoot. You know, you have to think about what you want to do with the cue ball.
And when you do come with the shot, you've got to play it with conviction.
Yeah,
Those half-hearted shots, they just don't work.
yeah, it looks like he can hit the 2 on the left side, which is what you'd like to do. Yeah, you don't want to knock it over there in front of the 9. That 9 is sitting pretty easy to make. Well, is he going to get a break here? He sure did. He's got 3 balls he snookered him with.
Shane, kind of a wry smile, though. This is an easy escape, but to get it safe, maybe not quite so easy. So he'll be kicking at this.
I played a 9 here. 2-rail kick on the outside of the 2 to 9. The cue ball's going right at the 9. If you glance it at all, you know, I don't think you want to hit it full anyway. Glance it and go at the 9. See, that's what I saw. A thinner hit, and you might have gone at the 9, but that speed didn't have anything plus about it. You either whacked that hard or tried to hit it a lot thinner, which he probably did. Well, he's going to have to go 3 rails to the 3 ball.
Chance, though, for Parica.
Oh, good chance. Good chance.
Some of our sponsors this year, Aramith Billiard Balls. Of course, this beautiful diamond table and diamond billiard products, providing all 16 tables at this year's Open. ACCUSTATS, Pat Fleming and crew on hand. ACCUSTATS.com for all your billiard needs. In terms of videos, you can get this match and many more. The bar cue, and we're coming to you from the Chalk-Off Arena.
Well, ACCUSTATS, if you're interested in all the different games, ACCUSTATS has every game, 3 cushion, trick shots, matches, everything. And all you have to do is call 1-800-828-0397, and Pat will send you a catalog.
And the hard work done now, that positional shot. So Parica just left to mop up.
I'll just go right to the side for the 8 now. Good angle. You know, he can go as close as he wants to the 9, 1 rail. Good enough.
And once again, deadlocked here at the Conference Center in Chesapeake. 3-3, Parica and Van Boening.
We have a race to 8 now. They've won 1 each alternating, haven't they?
Not many empty seats. I'm looking around, and there's an awful lot of fans in attendance. Boy, every year this event gets to the late stages, and everybody tends to turn up.
It looks like Barry Berman is coming up here in the booth. I think he wants to say something to you people out in the internet. Our promoter. They're not making any balls on the break.
Thank you, guys. I just got back from dinner break, and wow, look at this crowd. And thank you for being here.
Does your heart good, doesn't it, Barry?
Well, you know, it doesn't look like we're in a recession. And I've analyzed that this week. Danny and Jimmy, I think it's come to the point where people, as we know, cannot go to every pool tournament, unfortunately, like other things in life now. And they pick. And I'm very happy that they're here. And this match, you know, every match that we have now is phenomenal.
Well, you started with 238 players, and when you get to the 5th day, the only ones left have to be playing pretty well. So we're going to have good matches, no doubt about that. Look at this. It's a deadlock, 3-3.
They started like 40 minutes ago, and I guess they're both playing slow, deliberate.
Well, a lot of safeties are coming up, and the balls aren't opening, and they're not making anything on the break. So, you know, there's always work, like right here. You know, the 4 is a little tied up. A lot of safeties. He played the billiard, and now did he have good speed? No, see, this is...
No,
he's got a cut.
I think he's got a cut.
He's got it, yeah.
Well, Jimmy White, how are things in old Canada? That's right, you can't speak right now.
Yeah, you took his microphone.
Well, I forgot, you know, gee, what a schmuck. But anyway, I know Mr. Weiss is doing great. We're glad that he's here.
Well, anyway, he's got a cut in the side. I think he's going to go right at the pink 4 ball. And that'll hold him for the 2. So I think he just got to make the 1, and he'll be okay.
I'm going to let your partner be back to see you guys in a little while. And I'm going to take my little pooch,
Yeah,
Buddy.
he's got Buddy here.
My little sanity pill for 4 years now. Took a 10-pounder to straighten me out. And, of course, you guys helped, too. Thank you. I love you both.
Okay, Barry. Thanks again for that great dinner. That's what happened. He hit the 4, and it held him for the 2.
Good to see you, Barry. Thanks again. Yeah, this has been very cautious, this match. Barry assessed that. He just looked at the watch and checked it out, and it's been 1 ball, 1 step at a time, no doubt about that.
Oh, Jose
well,
jumped up.
Until that. First sign of nerves from Amang Parica, Jose. And he's got to take that back to his chair, and that makes the walk a little longer, a little lonelier.
Yeah, he jumped up. He jumped up.
Gotta watch Barry. He's making his way downstairs now. He just about fell flat and crushed the dog.
Oh, yeah. He did. Well, you know, last year he came up here and he talked a while with us and all that. And he said, when he was done, he said, okay, guys, keep up the good work. We'll see you. And I said, come again when you can't stay so long. And he didn't hold it against me. I never miss a chance to insult people. The art is to make them like it. You know, I'm good at that. I insult people, and they like it. Well, you got close to the ball.
Well, Shane's got to punish Jose for that miss.
Yeah, he can, I don't know, he's not quite straight in. You know, if he is, he can draw right back for the 7 in the right-hand corner where he's got it.
Just
Did he go in the hole? No.
No, he's all right. He's actually
He's all
perfect,
right.
Danny. This is exactly what Shane needed. And you know
Yeah.
something? I think that miss from Parica is just going to spur Van Boening on just a little bit extra.
Well, it's going to at least get him this game.
Sometimes when your opponent shows a little bit of weakness, you start growing in confidence. Doesn't always have to be what you're doing.
Okay, another word, spurring on. Does that have to do with hitting a horse with the spur and he goes on? I don't know.
I would think that's a pretty good guess. Van Boening makes that 9 ball once again. He's just keeping his nose in front of Parica. 4-3.
Game number 7 after 7 games. The score is Mr. Van Boening 4, Mr. Parica 3.
And Shane knows one thing for sure. He hasn't been headed in this match.
Well, I could figure the spur part, but I'm still working on the hill.
Yeah, we haven't had any emails yet to find out what on the hill means or where it originated, and Danny and I are trying to find that out. Anyone out there knows how hill or on the hill came about? Let us know. Send us an email. The South Dakota kid from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, our reigning U.S. Open 9-ball champion, settles that cue ball down. Rack number 8, 4-3 he leads.
One of our staff said, what's the email address? Well, I don't know what it is, but last year they emailed me on Nip and Tuck. So whatever they did, they found it.
Shane's got a chance at the 1 here, but look at the blue 2, the bottom end. So why go for the 1 when you can't possibly get position to the 2? So he's going to try and lock Jose up.
Well, it looks like, I hate to say this, but it looks like the 3 is a straight 1-rail bank, which no one who likes their backer is going to try. But you see it? If that were the 9-ball, you might be able to shoot it and duck somewhere, right? Look at it. It's at least close.
You know what's nice about the way Shane played this shot, though? With that 1 so close to the 7, it may be difficult for Jose unless he gets a thin contact on that 1 off the second cushion. Maybe tough for him to put distance between the cue ball and that 1.
Also, it's going at the balls that are tied up, maybe. You know, the cue ball might hit the 2 in the other ball. Well, he got a rail. He did open them. The 2 is now open somewhat anyway in the side. But how could he get there from here? I think he's got to be looking to play the 1 in a self-defense safe. Oh, he didn't come close.
Quick update on the Corey Deuel Earl Strickland match. 6-4 Strickland, so Deuel's fighting back in that one. Darren Appleton 4-2 now ahead of Donnie Mills.
We got a timeout here. Jose Parica is leaving the arena. Well,
I want to say a big hi to our internet viewers. I know the BJ Fox out there in Winnipeg, Manitoba. He's watching this broadcast. BJ, call all your friends and get them tuning in to Accu-Stats.com.
well, Jose is
Log
back.
in and watch some of the best pool you're likely to see.
Well, speaking of the internet.
Parica back now, Danny. And
Yeah.
just took a short break. He's got a shot at the 1. Position to the 2 is the problem.
Yeah,
I'm
he doesn't
sorry,
have a good path.
I cut you off. You were going to talk about the internet?
I was just, while we're talking about the people out there on the internet watching here, I know there's a whole bunch from Sioux Falls, South Dakota watching, Shane's area, because they do that every year.
120,000 people in Sioux Falls.
And they're all watching this match.
Shane Van Boening is a celebrity back home. 700,000, the total population of South Dakota. And Shane comes from very good stock. His mother and his grandmother, both pool champions, amateur champions. His grandfather was teaching him when he was 3 years old, if you can believe it.
Uh-oh. He fell on the 2. However, you got to make the 1 for it to count.
I think he might have just got lucky. Just got that cue ball behind the 7.
Yeah.
So Shane may have to jump at this.
Nothing to gain jumping, but you got to hit the ball. Jumping is not going to get you onto the 2, but he has to hit the ball. And he jumps with his own cue, it looks like. Or did he get the short one this time? He got the short one. Last time he used his own.
Oh, look at this. Oh, he's just caught the 7 on the wrong side. If he hits that 7 dead on and that cue ball was tracking down to the 7, that would have been perfect and easily the shot of the match.
Well, I don't know. Could he make the 2 in the side?
I don't think so. He can definitely hit it, but I'm right behind the shot in the comm box here, Danny, and he can just flick the right edge of that 2 and not enough to be able to make it into the side.
Well, what do you do then? Just cut it and leave the guy on the end rail and let him go? You just fan it, hit the paint? No, he's looking. He's looking to see where the 2 is going to hit. He can hit the, well, I don't know. I think the best you could do here is distance. Sometimes that's all you have, and distance will get it. That's what he did. And
that applause was for Mika Immonen.
Look at this
an
shot.
11-1 win.
Wow,
over
that
Sean
deserves.
Putnam.
Look at the applause they should give him here. Look at this. I thought he should only give distance, but he went all out and snookered him.
Second convincing win for Mika Immonen. Beat Nick Varner on our TV table earlier in this event. And that a convincing win as well, 11-6. So Mika Immonen has brought his A game to Chesapeake this year.
Well, you know, we were talking about Corey Deuel in his last match. He's the only one who pitched a shutout in the finals of this particular tournament. And it was against Mika Immonen. Oh, what a nice try. But the cue ball went instead. Right? Corey Deuel beat Mika 11-0 in the U.S. Open a few years back.
2001 that was.
Yeah.
But
And I felt terrible for Mika. And I said, holy God, the poor guy, he's going to have to live this down. He might never make a ball again. And
well, Mika's a lot happier right now, I can tell you.
Well, anyway, after all this, he won his next tournament.
Well, Van Boening wants to plant some seeds of negativity right now into Parica's mind. And with ball in hand, he's got every chance. From the 3 to the 4 is really the key shot. He has to ensure to leave a nice angle to get up table, and that's a little too much angle.
Yeah, he got thin, but you could bank it, you know, as long as you bank it with good speed. The guy may have trouble getting from the 3 to the 4 no matter where it stops. Am I right?
I think if he wants position here, I think he's got to bank it. It's too thin. It's too thin for him to be able to try and spin that white.
Can he get it by the 9? I like banking it with good speed because, like I said, if you leave distance, this guy's going to have trouble.
He's banking it, Danny.
Yeah, no matter where it stops, especially if it stops in the hole. It stopped in the bottom of the table.
It stopped. It stopped in the bottom of the pocket.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Great shot. But you see what I mean? If it didn't go, it would have been a little difficult for our friend Jose. What's this? Okay. Is it going to be over the top? No. Oh, so many little things can go wrong with this game. You know, a little softer. He's over the top. That makes everything different. But meanwhile, he's perfect. That's going to be pretty good, too. That's going to be pretty good.
Plenty of angle off the 1 cushion. Drop onto that 8. To either the bottom right or that side pocket if it's there, but I think it's bottom right looks like it's going to be favorite. He's having a look, a very acute angle playing that 8 into the side.
Yeah, that point shows up at the wrong time. I think you might have to try to get to the corner pocket to be assured of winning this one. Now he's going to get to the 8 and the side. I guess if you're this close and you have nothing to do to get to the 9, this is all right. You know, if you had to get to the 9 somewhere, this would be, you'd have to do something different.
Good
Perfect.
shot. Good shot, and that's going to get him 5-3 in front. Important. Every mistake from Parica. Van Boening is punishing. 2 racks clear, and he breaks in rack number 9.
There's our great tournament director, Scott Smith.
And a quick update from the Corey Deuel Earl Strickland match. I see Deuel leaving the arena 6-6. We turn our attention back to Van Boening and Parica. 5-3, Shane in front, rack number 9 from the Chalk-Off Arena. The 33rd U.S. Open, and he won't be thrilled to see that cue ball kicked into the corner. That's going to bring Jose out of his chair with ball in hand.
Yep. He's going to play the combination 1-2. But in truth, he still didn't make a ball on the break. This table is not giving up balls on the break. In our experimental Corey Deuel, he tried every angle. He even put the cue ball longer. That didn't help. It looks like Corey and Earl took a break themselves. What's that score look like? Does it look like six
apiece? Yeah.
6-8.
Jose just looking at the 3, position from the 1 to the 3. He's got to have the right angle. Just drop back onto that pink 4 next. Everything else is pretty much smooth sailing.
He had to undershoot it because he didn't want to go behind the 6 and get the right angle on that pink ball. What do you do here now? Can he draw it back and take the cut? That's what he's doing, I believe. He might even brush the right side of the 6. Good enough. Good enough. Pretty good. It goes by the 9, so that's not a problem. He'd like to get straight in on this 7.
Let's get the angle here, though, Danny. That really should give him the chance to place that cue ball just about anywhere he wants on that 7.
Yep.
And it does pass the 9. There's room.
Yeah. Just got to try to get straight in on the 7 would be ideal.
Do you get the feeling that Jose is just trying to slow Van Boening up a little bit? I mean, he's taken an awful lot of time with, you know, shots that are pretty straightforward. He's playing it up just a bit, and I think he's just trying to keep Van Boening in his chair a little longer. Maybe take him out of rhythm.
That's real good there. Roll it in.
He's going to have to slow roll this.
Yeah. It's a pretty full hit. Cue ball's not going to go anywhere.
Parica took a pretty good beating when he lost to Jeremy Jones in 2003 in the final here. (13-5) he lost to Jones in that final, pretty one-sided. He lost to Pagulayan in the final in 2005 when Pagulayan won. That was closer. Well, he's got to stay close here to Shane Van Boening. He wants to try and send the defending champion over to the losers bracket. 5-4 he trails with the break in number 10.
I'm trying to see what's going on with Earl and
It's
Corey.
Yeah, it's 6-6.
Yeah.
That match is 6 apiece.
Well, who's shooting? I can't see it.
Darren Appleton, Donnie Mills, 6-3 to Appleton, but Mills is at the table. Looks like that one's going to go to 6-4. And Archer over on the front table. It seems every time I've looked over there, I've seen the Scorpion at the table, so I'd wager he's in front of that match, and I can't make out exactly who he's playing. Here we go, Parica, 5-4 he trails, breaking rack number 10. The cut break, gets 2 down, 3 down.
Where are you, one? Where
and
are
that
you,
one
Where
is,
are you? Oh, there
is
it is.
sitting up to attention. A
Yep.
nice shot at the one.
Made
This
3.
This has got 5-5 written all over it now, Danny.
Well, he's got to make the 1 first. That's all there is to make, it looks like. But isn't this something? I mean, they broke a bunch of games. No one made anything. Now they make 3. I could never figure out the break, so that's why I don't like to hear it as a real skillful shot and telling you you can't break the balls or he's a great breaker. I still think a lot of it is chance. Right, the same guy breaking the ball almost in the same spot, couldn't make anything. Now he made 3. Well, Jose decided to take a little bit of a long.
I thought he might go up table,
Yeah.
unless he had to spin that to make it. Maybe he had to
Yeah.
just soft spin it to make it. Because it looked to me like it was a natural angle to go
was.
up table and get closer to this 3. Now
It
he's got to
was.
work that cue ball a bit.
Yeah, he's got to draw the ball pretty well to get a decent shot.
U.S. Open has been so kind to Parica, though, over the years.
Yeah, he always finishes high. He's right there all the time. Look at this stroke. He didn't want any cut on that ball. He wanted to get perfect, which he did.
So many of the Philippine stars, the younger stars, look up to this man. They know that players like Efren Reyes and Bustamante have the talent and, and have the big names. But Parica, they all know, has the big heart. Even Alex Pagulayan told me, he said, if he had a player to try and pattern his game after, he chose Parica. He said he really likes Parica's heart. He's a real fighter. He's an animal. And he's the player that he felt he could best try and emulate
Not
to
a bad
become a top
pick.
star. Well, I'll tell you what, he hasn't become a bad star himself, Pagulayan, has he? So
No,
picking a
no, I miss him. I wish
picking
he were here.
Parica to kind of try and follow suit with you, hasn't done bad.
I think Alex Pagulayan is the most colorful player in the game, and he's busy in Asia, and we miss him here.
Yeah, there was an event going on in Asia. Dennis Orcolo, Efren Reyes, Alex, and a handful of other top Philippine players. Marlon Manalo
Yeah.
couldn't come over here and play because they were committed to playing that event. But we've still got Elcano, Levan Corteza, Bustamante's here, obviously Parica. So, and Parica now 5-5. He's taken the last 2 with Shane Van Boening. He's got the break in number 11.
10 after 10 games, the match is tied 5 games apiece.
Scotty Smith just getting the balls together once again. And Parica hasn't checked the rack once.
Yeah.
He just gets down and breaks.
That's how I feel about it anyway.
There's your pro rating. Van Boening just in front, even though the score has these guys deadlocked. As Parica breaks rack number 11.
See it?
Nothing
Get it?
down. Three balls he made his last break. Nothing this break.
Now this one he made noise. That's all he made. Well, what do you do here now?
Shane's contemplating kicking. You're a proponent of
I
kicking.
agree with
you
it.
don't like the push, do you?
I don't, because you're not going to get the best of it with brilliant players like Parica. Where are you going to push to trick Parica? Here is what I would do. I mean, it's far-fetched, but I think you're going to get the worst of it. Kick through here. Oh, to kick through here and try to hit this side of the one, knock it this way, and fall over here somewhere. If you don't do that, see, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with it. What do you think's going to happen here? Parica's going to say shoot again, isn't he? You got to give this up.
Yeah, I said this earlier. I just don't think you want to get into a chess match with somebody like Parica. It's like Efren Reyes. Do you really want to start, outthinking somebody that's double your age,
Right.
more than double your age?
You're right.
Was playing pool before you were even around.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of the players wish Shane never showed up. He's going to be around many years.
Well, the best of Shane Van Boening is probably still to come.
Yeah.
As great a player as he already is and what he's already accomplished.
Well, Jose's shooting this. He's going to bank it and go long again, I guess. I got to give him back this shot.
He's looking the path the cue ball is going to take. The
Yeah.
one's going to go the side cushion and the other side cushion over towards the 3 and 7.
This one actually banks. It might be even free with all the balls there, but
See, that was a bit of poker
Yeah.
for me, Danny. I think he was always bringing him back. And that was just, let Shane think about it. You're kind of playing with your chips.
he's right. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I know he couldn't shoot this one. But now that Shane pushed there, he should have had a plan, and I guess he did. This ball banks and go upstream, distance. He wasn't sure what he was going to do. You got to know what you're going to do.
And you've got to
before you
avoid the
push.
double kiss. The double kiss
Oh
is
no,
the
there's
danger
no kiss here.
No double
No,
kiss.
there's no kiss here. No, you can bank.
If he banks that one to the right hand where he's banking it now, there's
Yeah,
no
there's no
danger of the
kiss.
double kiss.
no kiss, no kiss.
Then you and I are apart on that one.
Well, I
mean,
play more one pocket than you do, and these come up.
if he's hitting half ball on that one on the right hand side, I
Well-
think the double kiss is a serious threat.
No,
I mean, it
think
all depends on the contact, obviously. If
I-
full
I-
contact, it's not even close.
the
now
one,
he's-
the
now he's
one will
spinning
be
it.
out of the way. The one will be. Oh, he's got to spin it to the left, no doubt about it. See it?
Yeah,
There was
well,
no chance of a kiss.
no chance. He missed it by about 3 inches.
That's like a mile. You ever play one pocket? Sometimes it's an eighth of an inch. Really, there's either a kiss or there isn't. 3 inches is big, except if it's No, there was no kiss. Jimmy doesn't play one pocket. He's a great player. I mean, he plays everything else.
Jose's looking at kicking this. What he wants to do is he wants to hit it full off that cushion. If he can hit that full with bottom, he'll play this with bottom into that left-hand cushion. He can hit it.
Yeah, I got to go
But-
and try to hit it.
Yeah, I mean, where do you get safe? If you play that edge, where are you going with the cue ball?
Well, first of all, you're banking the one to the end rail, and you got to try to go between the 7 and the.
Well, I'm going to
5.
disagree with you again. I think he's
Okay.
got to kick at this off the left-hand cushion.
Oh well, that's a matter of choice here, but
But I think the percentages favor the kick, getting safe with the kick. Well, somebody did something out there. And Strickland is racking the balls, so I'm saying it's Corey Deuel that did
Yeah.
something special. That must put Corey 7-6 ahead. And it is.
Well, he does have the kick, but he's trying to look at fanning this ball. See, he'd like to bank this without hitting the 8 with it to get it to the end rail.
This is a tough go.
Oh, yeah, but to win tournaments, you got to make good shots.
So
He
tough.
ran into everybody.
I just don't agree with the shot.
No, you're right. He went into everything.
I mean, you have a much, much better chance of getting that safe kicking off that left-hand cushion.
Yeah.
But so easy. Hindsight's
Well,
always
the whole
20/20.
shot was to control the cue ball after you hit the 1, which at that distance was difficult. But you got to make good shots to win.
Well, you're right, Danny. I've always said you don't back into championships. You got to go in through the front door.
Yeah.
But the 2 ball, still a lot of work to be done on that blue 2. And he doesn't have a lot of angle here to be able to get over to that 2. I think he might have to just take the 1 and look for the safety, unless he wants to play the combination 2-6.
You don't think he can go right at the 6 ball?
Well, I think that might be his only way to attack if he decides to.
Yeah, I think he could hit it full enough to go at the 6. Well, he didn't even try that, but he did all right, didn't he? He's going to try the combination.
This is a big shot here for Shane.
Well, the good thing about it is he got on the right side of it. In other words, if he makes the 8, the 2 is going to glance to the right, but the cue ball's going there also.
You have to feel like the alarm bells are going off, though. From 5-3, all of a sudden it's 5-5, and both players a little bit more under the magnifying glass right now. Just a little bit of applause, and like a golfer being disturbed over a putt, he just stands up and resets himself. That's experience, and he's only 25 years of age.
Well, he actually, if he doesn't want to gamble on shooting that shot, he has a 3-rail safe off the 2. I think he can 3-rail the 2, and he's got a wall of balls to get him with if he doesn't want to bet the game on this shot. I don't know why he would draw it if he's playing the combination. You gotta go forward and play position for where the 2 is going to be, and the 2 might be near that first diamond. Yeah, if he shoots this and draws the ball, he's not going to like it unless he's going to whack it. I like rolling it and going 1 rail to the 2. That's what's going to happen. Oh, he didn't want to shoot it. He played the bank. He had the 3 cushions safe too. Good judgment there. Good judgment. He didn't have any gimmies.
No, and that 2-6 was fraught with danger. He knew
Right.
if he missed it, the 2 was going to be over the corner pocket. It just wasn't worth the risk.
Oh. Jose is trying to see where the 2 is going to go when he hits it. It might go into the 8. I don't know where the cue ball is going to go. I don't think the cue ball could get by everything. Well, better hit it. I say here, just hit it. Hit it with a little zip. I don't think there's a kick safe here. Hit it with some zip. Hopefully something will happen. Yeah, I didn't think he had a great safe here, but there's no sellout because the 6 ball's in the way. I don't think the 2 goes by the 6.
And wants to try and lay that cue ball down in behind the 8.
Yeah, that would be good. You got another shot too,
He's
though.
got a wall of colors that he's going to get behind. If he can get that ball behind the 8, the cue ball, I mean, it's just going to be a tougher hit.
Yeah. What happens if you cut the 2, like you're banking it towards the 3, 9, whatever that is, 4, 9, 5, 9, and hit the 6 on the inside? I think you get a good safe. See it, roll it, cut it. He's doing this. If he makes this, he might get himself. But he didn't shoot it hard enough or anything like that. A lot of safeties in this match so far, hasn't there been? There hasn't been break, run out, break, run out.
No, you're right. And again, we said at the outset, that, you know, the safety exchanges really have to give Parica a chance to win this match. And look at the score, 5-5. So what we've said when this match started, if Parica can kind of impose his will into this match and keep it tight, keep it scrappy, I think he's in with a chance. He doesn't want to an outshoot Shane. He doesn't want to turn it into a, you know, a shooting match. He can't win that. 59-year-old eyes rarely beat 25-year-old eyes or nerve. He's going to be jumping over the 7 here. He'd like to hit the left-hand side of this 2, keep that cue ball behind the 6 and 3. And there is the tip pick. And what that does is it just breaks the fibers of your tip, just so it allows the chalk to adhere to it.
It's like a meat tenderizer
Like a
thing.
meat, that's exactly what it is, a meat tenderizer.
See, first he lines up to see where to hit it, then he elevates the cue and keeps the same line. And he did just what you said. He went behind that ball, but I don't think he can hit this.
Pretty good shot from Parica there.
Yeah, great shot. That's just what he wanted to do, like you called, hit it on the left side. See, that's what's great about this game of pool. There's different ways to win. Look at this match. It's all safety and kicking. And the other way to win is all breaking and running out. But the balls aren't letting that happen.
Well, games like this are more for the purists, too. I think some of the players in attendance, you know, they like to see these dour struggles, these safety battles.
Okay, this is the
Match
33rd
of wits.
straight year of the U.S. Open in this area. These fans are pretty knowledgeable by now.
Oh, big time, Danny.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to like this much. I don't think Parica's going to be banking at it. He's got pretty good safeties.
He's got a huge pocket
Yeah,
near the bottom left with that 7 there. Be a very thin cut on the 2, but he's got a big pocket.
yeah. Well, then you got to fall onto 3-6 pretty well.
And the other option, if he does decide to attack, is the bank into the bottom right corner.
See, another good thing about this kind of match is we got a lot to talk about. He's banking at it. Oh, he cut at it. Like you said, he had a lot of room, and here's the next part. He had a kickboard there to make it. He got pretty good on this combination, too.
Never been in front in this match, Jose.
Yeah.
He won't get a better chance. At 3-6, really should lay the foundation for the win in this rack.
The 3 is not going anywhere. If he hits the ball good, it's going to stay right down near there. Like that. Good shot. But it wasn't so much that was so good. It was what he did from the 2 to the 3 that was the good part. Because he had to put the cue ball there. All right. Gonna hit it low and try to go 2 rails, shoot the ball on the side. Well, he's got the corner. That's okay too.
The 5 goes by the 7 into the corner pocket, Danny. So, as you said, so this really,
Parica's going to take his first lead, I would predict.
yeah, this is a rack that Parica has to take and should. And Corey Duell is motoring on. I see Strickland racking the balls over there, and now 8 apiece, I've just been told.
It's a nip and tucker. Race to 3.
Wow, with Corey Duell breaking, what a match that is. And what a match here, too. Just as tight, just a little further to go. And this is going to get Jose in front. 3 racks in a row to Amang. 6-5 now. Parica over Van Boening.
Parica wins game number 11. After 11 games, the score is Mr. Parica 6, Mr. Van Boening 5.
Daryl Peach on the outside table playing Raj Hundal. 6-5 up on Hundal. And he looks like he's got a chance to go 7-5 ahead. And another table, 7-5, Darren Appleton over Donnie Mills. We already told you Mika Immonen took out Sean Putnam 11-1. Immonen in terrific form this year. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, he's playing very well.
And Archer looking good on one of the front tables. You make out a score there, Danny?
I think it's
Parica breaks. Rack number 12, 6-5, 2 balls down.
not a good shot on the 2, but he's got a good safe.
Sorry,
got a
Danny,
very
I
good
was
safe.
saying, could you make out a score on Archer? I know Archer's on one of the front tables over there.
It looks like it might be someone's at 8, I believe. I really can't tell. Like I said,
7-4. Archer's ahead. And Strickland 8-8 with Corey Deuel. Confirmed that one.
well, bank the 2 towards the 7 and 8 and go 2 rails behind the 4 and 5. It's automatic. Got a whole wall of balls to get them with. That's the shot. That's the shot. He got him fair and square, Jimmy.
Yeah, and that's,
Shane doesn't need the bridge.
no, he sure, no, he doesn't need the bridge here, but you're right, Dan. He had a wall of colors to duck behind there, didn't he? And everything's in the open, even though he flicked the 5 coming down.
Oh, this is a tough hit here. He's spinning it in 1 rail, but you know what? Sometimes this doesn't grab. It grabbed that time, but see you later, cue ball. Isn't it funny how the pockets are bigger for the cue ball?
Yeah, Shane Van Boening is struggling right now, and you can put that down to Parica. I think Parica has taken him out of stride.
You're right.
He slowed the match down. He's playing his game his way. And with ball in hand, just looking where he wants to position the cue ball in pocketing the 2, because he's got to get across table for that pink 4 next. 7-8, no problem. It's really going to be from the 3 to the 4. He'll want to be fairly straight on that 4 too, because the 5 is right on top of it.
Yeah, Shane isn't liking it right now. What the heck? Did he leave an angle?
Gee, not much.
Man, I'm surprised
He's
there. aren't you?
scratching his head. I mean,
What was that?
all he had to do was roll the 2 into the other side, and he would add plenty of angle.
Yeah. And if he wanted this kind of angle, roll forward a little further. He didn't fall on the ball at all. You know, he's not going to have much. Well, if he can get a cut on the 4, he can go into the 5. That'll help. But see, he's got a little angle, maybe to get another foot out further, drawing the ball.
He's going to try and draw this
Yeah.
right back to the table, and now the 7 and the 8 come into the equation here. He's got to
Oh,
he's
look
got
at
to get
this.
right on the
He
cushion.
did too.
Geez, that's a good shot from Parica. Look at the window that he had to place that cue ball into there. That is a great
I
shot.
would have never tried that, but that's why I'm sitting up here with you.
Yeah, you can play those shots from the commentary box, but
Yeah.
on the main match table,
Well,
takes a lot of courage.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. The 4 is sitting where you could make it from almost anywhere and then billiard the ball. But this is much better, of course, because he's going to have the 5 in the same pocket. Perfect. Perfect. Made a good recovery on a bad shot. Now he doesn't quite have the angle, so I think he has to stop there and then go one rail from the 7 to the 8.
Yeah, he's just showing you he can stop this, hit this dead on, stop the cue ball. He's going to have a little angle, so he's going to have to try and just stun draw the cue ball over to the right-hand cushion and back for the 8 to the same pocket. So he's got to travel a bit with the cue ball.
Right, he's not falling. He made a great shot to get where he is, but he is not falling on the right side of the balls. Now he's going to hit the right short rail and come one rail to
yeah,
the
well, he's the way he's looking, he may even try and hold this.
Oh, I don't think so. No,
I don't agree with trying to hold it either. I think you risk trying to hit it too thick if you do that.
Yeah,
Be a heck of a shot if he could, but
he's got to hit the side rail and come one rail to the 8. Well, he did what you said. He hit it on the full side.
Well, I saw him holding his cue there, but he did. He hit it as thick as he could and still make it.
Yeah, it wobbled, but it went in. Folks, that's playing the right side of the pocket. Man, what a good out this was. With mistakes, you know, he recovered. Oh, he's throwing a right hand now.
He's loosening up like you would, Daddy, as you enter the ring. For a 2-rack lead, Parica eyeing up the 9. Van Boening took the first 2 racks of the match to lead 2-0. He was 2 in front. Now Parica is 2 in front. He's won the last 4, 7-5.
People ask me all the time about pool and boxing are one-on-one sports, but the only difference is in pool you got to wait for them to miss, and in boxing you're both playing at the same time. That's a big difference.
And the last score we gave you 7-4 to Archer. Parica out of his chair. 7-5, he leads Van Boening. He hasn't checked the rack once, and he's been moderately successful. He'd love a good one here.
Cue ball. The big no-no. But he didn't make a ball. No, there's the 1 pass. Are we going to see a 3 in a row possibility?
Well, I know one thing. He's on 1 foul. Shane is going to weld that cue ball behind the 6. He's going to bump that 1 up table to those colors.
Freeze him on the 6.
And if he gets that 1 behind some cover here, it's going to be almost an impossible hit and a great chance for 3 fouls.
Oh, he froze it. He froze it perfectly. You're not hitting this. Forget about hitting this. Well, maybe, well, I don't know. No, look where he is. He is absolutely frozen. Well, you know what he's got? He's got a 2-rail kick right there. See where he's aiming? He's going to have to get around here. You know, good thing well, he's not tall, but it looks like he could reach this. Well, if he doesn't hit this, I think we got a good chance to see 3 in a row.
Oh, what
he
a
hit
hit.
it.
What a hit. But he's left the 1. The 2 is there. It was a great escape, but I think Van Boening will take this.
Yeah. He said, heck with 3 in a row now. I think I'll try to run out.
Just like Efren Reyes, these guys know their ways around the table, don't they?
Yes, they do. There's nothing hidden. What is this? Oh, boy. Anyway, the 3 to the 4 is like the only thing can stop him. But not if, well, I'll tell you what, this is, you got to be careful here, because if you shoot it too hard, the braille will push it before the draw grabs, and you may not get past the side. He's got to soft draw this. pretty good.
No, he hit it sweet.
Pretty good. That's the speed you got to get that one. Any harder, and the ball's going to bank sharp to cue ball. Well, he's got another draw stroke. We're going to see another good draw stroke. Spin a little bit closer. Well, we got a match here.
Strickland and Duel, 9-9.
Race to 2. A sweater's delight.
Darren Appleton, Donnie Mills, 7-7.
Wow.
We're 7-5 here on the main table, and it looks like going 7-6 to Parica if Van Boening can clear up. Archer moving a little closer to the finish line. I think we heard a score of 8-4 now. And Van Boening moving a little closer to Parica. 7-6. He stops the rot, and he will break in the next.
Parica 7, Mr. Van Boening 6.
So many great matches. You get down to the late stages. We're down to about the last 40, 50 players, I think, left in the event now, Danny. So you know you're going to see some crackerjack matches. Scott Smith putting the balls together. Van Boening has been having a look every time he's broken, and you can see Parica just in front in the pro rating, and that pretty well gives you our current score, 7-6 in favor of Jose. Van Boening has yet to find that gear to leave Parica in his wake. He breaks rack number 14.
Yeah, forget about the soft break. He made one. Finally made one, but look how many balls went down the other end of the table. Okay, what do you do with the one? Bank it? You might be doing a lot of banking here. Yeah, I think you play safe. I think you play safe here, don't you?
The bank looks like it's half a chance at best.
Yeah, I think I have to consider playing safe here. He's trying to see if it passes the 3 ball. I really don't think it does. This ball doesn't pass the 3, banking it.
It's taken a lot of time, so you know.
Well, it's a serious match here.
Well, and the timing as well.
Yeah.
At 7-6, I think Shane understands the significance of where we're at in this match.
Well, he is from Kentucky, I guess. Forget Sioux Falls. Well, he's gone to Derby City a few times, you know, and he gets in the bank pool tournament.
Corey Duell has arrived to the hill in that match. 10-9 as Strickland racks the balls. Again, the loser of that one goes home.
Yeah, it's a pack your bag match.
And Van Boening with a terrific opportunity to run the rack here. And what a finish this would have been. This will hurt Parica.
Well, he can go forward, force forward, and shoot the 7 in the same pocket.
He's picked himself up off the mat, Danny. Parica had him struggling. Van Boening has sped up his play.
Gonna win 2 in a row.
And just like so many around us, it is tight, 7-7. Van Boening with the break to come in rack 15.
Van Boening wins game number 14 after 14 games. Match is tied 7 games apiece.
Kristen Rogers letting everybody here know, rack number 15. Van Boening is hoping he'll own it.
Race to 4. Well, Corey Deuel made a ball on the break, and the 1 doesn't pass. He doesn't have a shot on the 1. He's on the hill. He made a ball on the break, but he doesn't have a shot.
Shane winding it up. He's got a great break, and he was very successful in the last rack.
He's trying to remember where he was last rack when he broke him, because it was great. He said, I'll try it from here. I'll try from there.
Rack number 15, the cut break.
Yeah,
And a lot of balls finding gravity there, and look at the 1. The
They
3
two.
right there, the 4's in the open. That is exactly what Van Boening was looking for off the break. Perfect.
Yeah, he got it. Draw it back a couple feet perfectly. I think you go 2 rails to the 4. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be on that angle. I think he can go 2 rails between the 5 and 7. No, he's going to draw it. He's going to draw it. 2 rails the other way. Well, he's fine. Just the path he's going to go, he's not going to have a good angle. What happened there?
Earl Strickland, Corey Deuel, Hill. Strickland just made a 1-9 combination and is breaking.
Hill.
Hill. 10-10.
What does that mean?
Good shot from Van Boening
Yep,
here,
perfect.
willing that cue ball on.
Perfect. Oh, forget that. Let him make noise. I don't believe in that courtesy stuff. Let him make noise. This is a sport. The people are excited. Basketball, they wave balloons in front of the guy shooting a foul shot, right? Here, they're too sensitive, I believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, table number 5, 2 U.S. Open champions, Hill. How about it for the mighty Earl and Corey Deuel?
Earl does not want to get eliminated. He wants to win this and to lose.
Serious Mosconi Cup implications on that match, too.
Yeah.
And Van Boening eyes up the 9 for his 3rd rack in a row. And what's worse for Parica is Van Boening has got the measure of the break. 8-7, he leads.
15, he now leads the match 8 games to 7.
And I can quickly update you and tell you that Earl Strickland broke dry. And Corey doesn't have any shot at the 1, just a safe.
Well, is that the 9 hanging in that corner near where he's going to shoot? You see that? Is that the 9 here?
That's the 9. The 1's the up far end of the table I can see near the cushion.
I think he can go one rail off the 1 to the 9.
And look at that, 8-7, and look at your pro ratings. Does it get any closer?
Nope. Nope. 9-14. Very, very respectable playing.
Well, Parica is saying something right now, and I don't know exactly what it is. He's not happy. Why, I don't know. He hasn't been to the table in the last 3 racks.
Well, Jose hasn't been checking the rack when it's his break, so
And
you know.
so he's upset that Shane is checking the rack, but that's his right.
Probably.
It's his given right. Players are allowed to check the rack. Shane,
yeah.
Shane will not be swayed by Parica or any antics, that's for sure.
Well, he'll just turn off his hearing aid. That's all. He does have a hearing
8-7.
aid.
Breaking rack number 16, 1 clear, 3 away from a place in the last 8 on the A side.
Oh, nothing. Field goal. I think he's got field goal position here. I
And
think
we're
he can make
swinging around, and that 1 is available between the 5 and the 8. So Parica's complaint, someone listened.
Yeah. Well, what Corey Deuel did over there is he pocketed the 9. He didn't want to leave that near that pocket to give Earl any kind of Harrigan chance to make it. You know what a Harrigan shot is, right?
I have no idea what a Harrigan.
You haven't heard of it.
Well,
It's a wild shot.
A wild shot. Okay.
Harrigan, wild
Harrigan.
shot. I don't know if he can get position unless he kicks the 2, but he might hit the 2 with the 1. No, he hit the rail with the 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, you know something? That's the result of Parica spending about the last 20 minutes in his chair. He's
You're
lost
right.
the last 3 racks, and I think that Shane Van Boening is taking him out of stroke.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like Jose's chances this rack. No 2 balls are within a foot of each other. And I think it's see you later. But you notice another thing? Shane has picked up his pace. He's playing a lot faster than he was.
I noticed that a
Yeah.
few racks ago.
Yeah.
I think Van Boening, when he steps it up a little bit, everything quickens.
Yeah.
Even how fast he starts sliding those beads across. Got an angle here on the 5. He's got to try and draw this over for the 6. Well, he elected to play it off 2 cushions. Pretty good shot from Van Boening. You got to have a lot of confidence. There was not a lot of space to take that cue ball.
Very intelligent, because not many people know that Pat can go to the 6, the 2 rails.
He didn't have a lot of room either.
Well, is he going to get to the combination here? You know, he would have loved to got straight in on the 6 to get to the 7, but now I think he's got to play for the combination, which is no big deal. But, you know, if you're playing him, you'd rather have him shoot combination than run out. Let's see what happens. He's going to play for the combination. That's what he did, and he got pretty good on it.
He got perfect, Danny.
Yeah.
If this 7 doesn't go and he's looking at the 7-9 combination, which I believe he is, he
Yeah.
couldn't have placed that cue ball any better. Well, I can tell you the 1 is still on the table with Corey Deuel and Earl Strickland and everybody on the edge of their seats over there.
It's a typical Hill suffering last game.
And Shane knocks in the 7-9. And he repays Parica's 4-rack run with one of his own to go 9-7 in front.
16 games, the score is Mr. Van Boening 9, Mr. Parica 7.
And if you heard that, Larry Neville just beat Ramil Gallego. And that was a winner's side matchup too, I believe. So Gallego is going to go to the left-hand side of the bracket.
I think Corey got the first shot to win the match.
And a quick update, Archer 9-5 in his match. And rack number 17 about to unfold here from the Chalk-Off Arena. It's 9-7, Van Boening 2 clear.
Yep,
He's got a
and here
chance
we
at the
are.
1.
Yeah, and the 7-8 is a pretty good combination. He's got a chance to win it. Could he kill it? Yeah, he's in good spot here. One to
Daryl
the
Peach 8-7 up on Raj Hundal. 2 buddies from the UK. Hundal now playing for India. They actually, Daryl is from Blackpool in the north of England, but they practiced a bit together down in London at a club in London that I know of. Tony Drago plays at that club. Imran Majid. And Shane Van Boening nicely onto the 3. You can see the long 5. 6, the 7 offers a combination to the 8.
Yeah, he falls on the 4 here. This is over. This is over. He got perfect. Roll it in the side, straight in on the 6, 7, 8, 9. He's perfect here. That's the end of this. He's not going to let Jose get to the table again, it looks like.
Darren Appleton, Donnie Mills, 9-7. Appleton was 7-4 up in that match, and now it's 9-7 to Donnie Mills.
Well, someone just missed the 3. I don't know who that was. I think it was Corey Deuel.
It was
No,
Earl
it
Strickland.
was,
Deuel
yeah.
is at the table
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Good shot.
See you later.
7-8, but he didn't land perfect on the 7. He's got a little more angle than he wanted, so if he can't hold for position to the 9 here, he's going to have to go up table and back down.
Well, I think he can twirl forward right-hand English.
He spins the cue ball as well as anyone, too, with
Yeah.
that long, fluid action that he's got.
Lengthen the path here. I think he could kill it. No, he did what you said.
Never liked traveling with a cue ball,
Okay,
but this
don't
looks pretty.
freeze.
This looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's all right.
Not too bad. To get to the hill, Shane needs this 9. He gets it, and that takes Shane Van Boening to the hill. 5 in a row he's won. 10-7 over Parica.
Tell me this, Jim.
Corey wins game number 17 after 17 games. Scores Mr. Van Boening 10, Mr. Parica 7. Race to the level.
And Corey Deuel looks like he's got a great chance there.
Yeah. He's going to take his time. He's got to fall on the 5, it looks like. And the 9 is in the way of one of the pockets, so if he falls on the 5, this is over. He got, I think he hit it a hair too hard.
Oh, he has. He's gone too far for sure.
Yeah.
There's a little pool left in that one. There's your pro rating, and Van Boening starting to assert his authority on this one.
Yeah, that's indicative of the score.
5 in a row he's won. As soon as Parica started to fire at him, being the champion that he is, Van Boening hit another gear.
Yeah.
Deuel looking at a difficult 5 over on the other table. And he's gone for the 5-9 combination and missed it.
Oh, boy. Well, Earl can come with some heroics now. He doesn't have a good shot, but
Van Boening breaking on the hill, 10-7. Well, Parica's going to come back to the table, and with a great chance. The 1, the 2, the 3, a combination to the 8. This is a big opportunity for Parica, and he's got to rise to the challenge.
Well, Earl's got a challenge over there. Let's see what kind of heart Earl shows over there. I think he's got to play it safe.
Well, Strickland taking a lot of time.
Yeah.
So obviously Duel hasn't left him anything
No.
of any merit on the 5. The 1 for Parica, the 2 over the bottom corner, the 3-8 as I said. The 4 doesn't pass into the bottom right, but it does offer a combination to the 6 that is in close proximity to the bottom right corner. So Jose's going to have to navigate through a few hurdles here.
Earl played it safe, but not a good one. He sold out. Yeah, he hit the ball a little too hard and he didn't quite get Corey. I think he sold out.
Well, looking at his reaction, he almost flicked his cue. I've seen him break his cue in Holland at the Moscone Cup, doing what he just did right now. Strickland on the floor, but he's got to be very careful. Parica didn't quite get what he wanted on the 3. He got the 8, but position wasn't guaranteed to the 3, and now he's going to have to come with a good shot to stay at the table.
Well, he can make the 3 all right, but could he fall on the 4, or will he be playing a 4-6 combination? That might be all he has. Unless he plays a trick shot, hits the inside of the 7 and glances towards the 4. Little tricky though.
And Duel is looking
he's
at the 7, 8, 9. Everything's there for Corey. So the 2001 U.S. Open champion looks like he's going to stay alive. And Strickland is conceded. The 8 and 9 still on the table, but they were easy. Earl Strickland, 11-10, he loses to Duel. Corey moves on. Now back to the main table. Parica looking at that difficult 3. I think he knew that there was going to be some applause coming from one of the outside tables, so he just took a little time to compose himself.
See, he's looking to hit the inside of the 7 and glance to the 4. Gutsy shot if he executes it. He can't hit it hard. This is a good shot if he executes it. Well, he hit the wrong side of the 7.
And look where the 7's coming.
Yep, I don't think he has
Some
a
more
combine.
applause from one of the outside tables. And you can hear just announcing that Earl Strickland looking for some applause, and what a worthy amount of applause for Strickland. Archer over Brandon Schuff as well on the winner's side, 11-5. So he stays unscathed in this year's Open. All the big names moving through, a few big names going home.
I don't think Parica has a good safe even.
You know, I look at one of the far corner tables, and I mean way out in the corner, and who's hitting balls down there? The Rocket, Rodney Morris.
Yeah.
He's looked as good as anybody.
You see what Parica's trying to do here? He's going to try to shoot the 4 off the 9 and make the 8. But could he get position if that happens? You know, he could be snookered again. Looks like it's got a good chance, this shot. No, it overkissed, but look where he went with Whitey.
Oh, you got to roll with the 7
Yeah.
too, just coming in to
Yep. Shane's not out
leave a
yet.
total eclipse to Shane Van Boening. Parica can't afford any more mistakes. 10-7. One more rack win, and Van Boening will be through.
Ooh, he almost kicked it in
Yep.
the side.
Pretty good result, though, regardless.
Yep.
Now the kick shot's going to come from Parica.
Oh, boy. Well, the only good thing about this is the loser still has a chance on the loser's side. Well, Jose, hit the ball, or you're for sure done.
Very vital hit here for Parica, and he needs to get it safe, too. Or make it.
Make the 8. No, he made nothing. Oh, he left the billiard. I don't think he has the combination, but he has the billiard. Now, Jimmy, do you stroke this and try to replace the pink ball somewhere, or do you roll this in and play position for the pink in the other corner pocket?
I'm wondering if he can make the billiard,
No,
Danny.
I
I'm
know,
not
it
so
looks
sure the
full.
billiard. Yeah.
You're right.
This
looks
is
full.
tough.
Yeah, he's looking at it. It might be hitting the 6 a little too full. Well, he has a good safe at any rate. He can bank the pink ball all the way to the end rail, because apparently he's not going to make this ball. Let's see. He's shooting it. He's trying to roll it in.
Oh, what a great shot.
Yeah. I don't know. Was it a hit?
Was he calling it a foul? I thought he hit the 4 first. Geez, that looked good.
He hit the 8 first. Scott was right there.
That looked awful good. He spun it. But obviously Scott Smith was right behind it, so we got to give him the benefit of the doubt from where we're at.
Yeah, it looks like where the pink ball went, he hit it a little bit.
There's no argument from Van Boening either.
No, yeah, he hit the ball. He tried to roll spin it, and it didn't spin.
So Parica still with a chance. Dish up these last 2, get to 10-8. He's got the break. Can he keep Van Boening in his chair?
Well, he will try to. He's not far out of it. You know, the 10-8. You know, it's not impossible. You know, he might leave Shane in the chair.
Yeah, he sure could. 10-8. Van Boening in front. Parica with the break in the next.
Mr. Van Boening 10, Mr. Parica 8.
Exciting matches. We got a real good crowd here tonight. Probably.
Yeah,
We're gonna see
we're
the
gonna
bad
look
hit.
at this foul from Van Boening that looked awful close. Let's watch it real close now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit the
He
6
hit-
first. You can
yeah.
almost tell where the 4 went. And
Yeah.
like I said, there was no Van Boening went back to his chair. He knew.
Shame, because he did have a pretty good safe. But he was trying to run out.
Rack number 19. Jose Parica, 10-8. He trails. He can't afford another miss.
Well,
Maybe.
he's going to have a shot. Look at this.
This is what he needs. He's going to
Yeah.
have plenty of angle. Van Boening looking. He's hoping for a chance.
Oh, this game is going to become a cliffhanger.
Got to tell you a funny story. You mentioned that word cliffhanger. I mean, we both know Cliff Thorburn, very, very good friend of mine, and I know you know Cliff as
Yeah.
well, Danny. He's a legend up in Canada. He had a buddy that he used to play with all the time, and this guy, he followed Cliff everywhere he went. Well, you know what they tagged him with? Cliffhanger. No, that was a tough one.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. How would you like that handle? So
Pretty
this is a
good.
chance now
Pretty
for Parica. That 4 passes the 9, and he's got plenty of angle on the 3. He'll want to bring this right up table. But again, important to leave an angle, because he's got to get back up for the 5. So that cue ball is going to be doing a little traveling.
Well, I think you'd want to get almost straight in on the ball. That'll do it. Oh, he got there. Look at this.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, he got perfect.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And Van Boening is, I don't think he likes it a lot.
Well, he's worried about getting back to the table. You know, with players like this, they need a couple games. You don't have to shoot again.
Everything's there. Jose's just got to keep his composure. I mean, all those hours of practice, they go into the fundamental side of it. That's what that back arm is trained to do. Mind you, under pressure, it's got to become muscle memory. Let it do what it's been trained to do and deal with the nerves. I was told by a great player, I don't know if you ever had the chance to meet Eddie Charlton, the Australian.
I heard of him. Oh, I
snooker
met him. I
champion.
met him. He came.
I used to practice with him, Danny, in Sheffield, in England.
Yeah.
And he told me once, he said, you know, you don't try and block the pressure out. You embrace it.
Yeah.
You accept the pressure. Don't fool anybody. He said, you play with it.
He played in a couple straight pool tournaments in this country.
He was a legend in Australia. He passed away a few years ago.
Oh, did he? Yeah, it's a shame.
Carried the Olympic torch. The great Eddie Charlton.
I remember him very well.
Well, Jose, I'll tell you, he's certainly putting Van Boening to the test, isn't he?
Yeah.
This is not coming easy. We didn't expect it to be easy for Shane.
No. Parica's always a tough go.
Well, this is going to be 10-9.
Well, tell me this. We used to have Australian players come to the tournaments. I haven't seen some. They had some good players.
Yeah, they sure have. I mean, Quentin Hahn, terrific player. I think he played in the IPT for a few events. Stuart Lawler, a good player. Sean Budd. Yeah, Australia's definitely had its share of players. And the 9 departs. Parica 2 in a row. Still on song here on the main table. Now 10-9. And Parica with the break in rack number 20.
We got a match.
Daryl Peach. 9, looks like 9-7, is it?
Yep.
Up on Raj Hundal. And just just make that 9-8.
9-8. Yeah. Yeah. 9-8.
Darren Appleton. He's
Crowd's getting plenty to talk
10-8
about.
down to Donnie Mills. And here's the break. Parica, rack number 20.
Whoa, the ball was going in the side. It didn't go.
Didn't make the 3, and he's left a 1-3 combination.
Yeah.
The 2, not easy, and it's not going to be simple, even if Shane makes this 1-3 combination, to control position to the 1.
Yeah, you better hit it. You better hit it a little bit on the full side, because if that 1 hits the rail first, it's going to skirt out of the way of the pocket. Yeah, this is a delicate
This is far
hit.
from easy, this shot.
It's delicate, because if you brush that rail, this 1 is going to go out of play. He's got it. Well, and if he hits it on the other side, it can go out of play. Yeah, this isn't as easy as it looks.
It doesn't look that easy.
Well, I was going to say to the suckers, but when I say
But I fit into that category.
no, when I say suckers, it's like a dividing point between players and the other people. Oh, he hit rail first. Ooh, you see what could have
Only the
happened?
speed. Only the speed. He played
yeah.
it so
Oh, boy.
delicately.
Yeah. Ooh, another inch, and he was in trouble. He's not liking it too much now, you know, because he has to fall on that 2-4 combination pretty close, and he might not be able to do that, slicing the 1 in.
This is where Van Boening's got to lasso his nerves, so Danny, and this is where he's made such a name for himself.
Yeah.
Some of the gambling matches he set up, but under pressure, when it really comes to crunch time, Van Boening he's to this point in his career has been able to rise to it.
Yeah, well, Irving Crane used to have a saying about that, a young player. If he doesn't have heart now, when will he get it?
He's just weighing up where the cue ball's going to land.
Yeah, he's got to get a pretty good shot on this or it won't be a gimme. Is he going to try to spin 2 rails, get close to that ball? That's what he's trying, but I don't know. This might not be good. It's not. He's got a bank, maybe a cut. I don't know. It's a pretty thin hit. Does he have a cut?
I think he's got a bank. The
Yeah.
bank would be for the win. I think he knows it.
Yeah, he's looking at it. Well, the seriousness of the situation, I might consider not even banking it. Well, he looks like he's going to try to cut it. Yeah, he's trying to cut this, Jimmy. Yeah, let's see. He is cutting at it. He's not only
Great shot
cutting at
from
it.
Van. Great
Where you
shot from
going?
Van Boening.
Where you going? This is not a. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, he's fine.
Good shot. Good
He's
shot.
Fine. He's fine.
And now
Mr. Mills leads Mr. Appleton 10 games to 9.
Wow. He's got a shot.
yeah, he's not going to be able to get close to the 5, so he's got to accept long distance here. But that was a great shot on the 2. It looked like the bank would have been money.
Yeah. Oh, this is no bargain. You know, it's been a real nip and tuck game, and there's heat in your belly. So I don't know. This is no bargain. He's got to cinch the ball, and the best he's going to have is a long shot. But he really finessed this. That's a great shot there. He got about as good as you could on that shot.
Yeah, sweaty palm time, though, even for the defending U.S. Open champion. (10-6). Daryl Peach over Raj Hundal.
Sure, it's 10-6. I thought he said 10-9 a little
No,
while
you
ago.
know something? It's 10-8. 10-8. There's 2 dark balls
Yeah,
there
I
that
see
I
it.
can't
I
make
see it,
out.
yeah.
10-8. We've just been
10-8.
told.
Oh, he didn't fool around with this stroke, did he?
Good shot from Shane.
Great shot. Great shot.
One more shot, really. He's going to need to drop nicely from the 6 to the 7 because that 8 is just a little awkward where it is on the right-hand side.
You're right. Got to fall on the 7 good, to fall on the 8 good. Well, he got as good as you could. He's going to get to the 8 in the corner pocket, and the 9 is right there. He's perfect. He's perfect. He's going to get real close to this 8. He's got enough angle to glance.
Just force follow this. Stun it over to the
well,
cushion.
it's going to glance to the left. Yeah, he had enough angle to do this. Of course, a little lower, he would have been closer to the 8. This is not the easiest
This
shot.
is not a gimme, is it?
No, no, no. He's not going to be able to bridge real well. It's definitely the game winner if he can make it. Well,
all the pressure of a match win on that 8.
well, you know what? If I were in the game yet, that shot would make me happy because he's very human, right? Oh, you got to make that shot to win the match. You know, he might get punished for this. Jose is going to tenderize the steak again.
He's going to tenderize the meat, but I'll tell you what, he's just letting Shane stew in his chair just a little longer.
Wow. Man, oh man. Well, I don't think he hit the cue ball low enough on the 7, or he would have been much closer on the 8. It was more of a cinch it, but he should have made it, really. Well, he'll make that shot 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I think his face right now tells quite a story.
Yeah. Jose will take advantage, I know that. We're going to have to sweat out a break here. Nicely done with the bridge. Nicely done. Oh, Shane's not happy. Shane, get used to it, buddy. You got 40 more years of this.
Makes the 9, and yet another hill match here at the U.S. Open. Fantastic stuff, and Parica will break in the 21st rack.
Scores tied 10 games apiece. It's a race to them. Give a hand, please, for Jose Parica, Shane Van Boening, to win.
That's right, applaud now because the loser might kill himself.
Well, Shane isn't too happy. Danny, I don't know whether he'd go as far as to kill himself.
Oh,
He'd
he's numbered.
certainly,
Look at this.
I mean, he'd probably slash his wrist, but he'd get to the hospital.
Well, look, these numbers would indicate like a close match.
Oh,
Instead, it's a close match. Hill.
Jose Parica, the biggest break he's going to hit to this stage in the 33rd U.S. Open 9-ball championship. Hill with the defending champion. Winner's side matchup. Ball down.
Oh, look at the 9.
And almost, he's willing that 1. He's got a chance. Look at this.
Got it.
But I'll tell you, the 4 is awkward. He's got a chance at the 1, the 2, the 3, everything there. The 4, very awkward, but there may be a 4-9 combination.
Yeah.
He's having a look to see if the 4-9 is available.
Or a billiard. You know, he can billiard.
More action for you. Table number 1. It's 10-10. Mike Duchesne, Tyler Reedy. One lost side. Someone's going home. Let's give him some encouragement. Come on.
Mark Duchesne, Tyler Reedy, 10-10 on a table in the far corner.
Well, if he makes this 1, he's going to get a chance to get close.
Winner's side will both be back.
And Daryl Peach, 11-8. A winner over Raj Hundal. They both come back. Daryl Peach stays on the winner's side. Hundal to the left-hand side of the bracket. And what a moment here for Parica.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get real close to anything he wants to do with the 4, but he's got to make this. Barely did, but it did.
It's all going to be about the angle on the 3, isn't it? From the 2 to the 3, how he attacks.
Yep. He's a hard player. I think whatever he has to do, he's going to get out. Punish Shane for missing that 8. Showing some human traits. Well, he'd like to get right where he is right now on that 3. Oh, he didn't get good.
Well, that's going to change his game plan.
Yes.
He just didn't cue it, did
boy,
he? I think he kind of miscued.
Yeah.
And he's been using the tip pick on that cue.
Yeah, he didn't draw real well there.
He's bringing it out again.
He's disgusted, Jose. You're disgusted, buddy, but I know you'd rather be shooting than have your opponent shoot. What do you do here now? This is really tricky. Wow. See, he's looking at the combination, but how do you get to it easily? Boy, he would love to just be able to fall on the floor and forget the combination or billiard, but it doesn't sit good. It doesn't sit good. We're going to have to see something skillful here, because it looks like if he just tries to go one rail, the 6 is in the way. Exciting match.
Why would we want it any different?
Yeah, we want everybody to suffer. He's going to play a billiard, I think. Well, the 6 was in the way. Does he have a? Does the 9 go off of the ball? No, I think.
That changes the game plan considerably.
Oh my God!
Now, is he looking at the 4 to play the cue ball into the 5, into the 9 to try and make the 9? That's what he's eyeing up. There with the cue ball into the 5, the 9 off, or into the 9, sorry, the 9 off the 6.
And bank the
and
4.
into the corner pocket, and bank the 4 as well.
Yeah.
I mean, what a shot this would be to close it out.
You know what I think's going to happen here? I think he's going to hit the 5. The 5 is going to hit the rail and come back out and hit the 9 before the 9 goes in. That could happen. Oh boy, what an exciting hill
Hold
match.
on to your hats. He's got it. What a shot.
And he banked the
Jose
4.
Parica, he made the 4 as well. What a shot. Unbelievable. 11-10, Parica over Van Boening.
And I know Van Boening's going to put up the shot he missed. It doesn't count right now. Jimmy White is going to go down there and interview the winner, Jose. Yeah, it doesn't count now there. That's all you had to do, Shane, and you won the match, but you missed it. You showed very, very much human trait. Maybe it's Jose Parica's year, folks, out there. He showed some heart to get out there. Jose is jabbering a lot. He doesn't usually talk that much. Okay, guys, while Jimmy's going down there to interview the winner, Jose Parica, we're going to look at that shot Jose made to win the match. And he banked the 4 also, so he would have still been at the table if he didn't make the 9. But he hit this perfectly. It went right in, no doubt about it. There it is, right in. Big win for Jose. Jose stays on the winner's side. Shane Van Boening has to go on the loser's side and beat a lot of good Tigers.
Well, Jose Parica, an 11-10 win over the defending champion, Shane Van Boening. You kept us on the edge of our seats, Jose.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I never beat him yet, you know. That's why I'm kind of real tight against him. But now I beat him. Maybe next time I play him, I'm loose.
Well, listen, you're 2 times a runner-up in this event. Do you think you've got it this year? Is this going to be Jose Parica's year?
Well, you know what? I'm very competitive this time because I've been playing a lot of pool since last May, and I win a lot of a local championship, but I never win a major yet. But maybe this is mine.
I got to say, Jose, we found out you were 59 years old. You're ageless. You never age.
because I exercise every day. I walk 2 miles, and I jog, and I push, and whatever exercise. Then I've been playing a lot of pool too.
Well, I have to say, an 11-10 win again over Shane Van Boening. If 2008 is Jose Parica's year, there will be a lot of happy fans here.